My name is Abhi Naha. I'm from the UK, and I've co-authored a book here on mobile handset design with my colleague Peter Whale, who's a senior director at Qualcomm. So what we've done is we believe it's what we term as a holistic design approach. So that's taking into account the industrial design, mechanical, hardware platform, also the apps and services and the whole ecosystem around. So if you bear that in mind and also you have a good, interesting brand, then it's combining all those ingredients to make what we believe is a winning design for a handset. So holistic design is where we believe some people do it wrong is maybe you have a handset which is very rapidly, quickly just taking into the market, and the software and the content isn't provided, integrated well enough. Holistic is when you have the end user in mind and you have a platform in the device which allows the end user to personalize the handset, put their own content and their applications, and also the whole branding experience. We also use a term called the engagement value. So once you appreciate the handset, you keep coming back, you upload new data and new content. So it's a very engaging experience. So the designer must think about what the operators, how he works with the operators, with the chipset providers, with the manufacturers to deliver that customizable user experience. So we believe there's two worlds where the future's going. One is definitely the smartphone, and in the era of smartphone it's using the phone as an interface to the outside world through augmented reality. When you're going across a journey, intelligent information coming into the handset and you can personalize that experience. There's another second world as well which is very interesting, and we think the use of like cloud technology, intelligent sensing in the handset, voice value-added services will actually start helping people who have been excluded in the mobile community. So for example, there are 284 million blind, partially sighted people in the world. 2/3 of all blind people are women, and India has the most blind people in the world. So what we're actually doing, my company, is we're actually creating mobile phones which inclusively using voice value-added services, new touch technology, wireless charging, those kind of technologies used in smartphone, but at a very affordable price with mobile healthcare applications. So we're actually using that to serve those people who have been excluded by society. So we think there's a smartphone, technology smartphones, and also coming right at the bottom of the pyramid, we think bringing that technology down to provide a much more inclusive community. It comes back to holistic design experience, and so what we found is a lot of people just use a normal mobile phone and just put some software in there, or they try to use Braille on the blind phone for blind people, but 2 to 5% of blind people know how to use Braille, and even just putting the voice like Siri in the Apple doesn't quite always work, and sometimes you need the internet connection. Our approach is like with a blank piece of paper, new touch haptic vibration technology which is coming on stream, new specific content services to help. And you know what the number one interesting thing is, that just because you're blind it doesn't mean that people don't appreciate what you're wearing or the beautiful phone that you have. So even making the phone beautiful, aspirational, and then the right content and services. So again, it's bringing it all together but serving it to a market. And what we're trying to do is, if we can simplify the user experience for blind, partially sighted people, we actually think it can help other people. So for example, in the UK, the cordless kettle was made for people with disabilities. Now everybody's using the cordless kettle. So we think if you put inclusive design right at the heart of the phone, make it simple, then it can be used for the mass market, so everybody can have a much simpler user experience. We see in India, China, and also in other places, everyone's getting access to mobile phones at a very, very cheap price. But actually, we believe where the bottom of the pyramid, where they'll be able to embrace the handset, are through the apps and services and content, through music downloads, through social networking trends. And actually, our book was also endorsed by a good friend of mine, Cherie Blair. Cherie Blair, she's working with her own association foundation to empower women through mobile phones. So again, bottom of the pyramid, empowering women to use a mobile phone to earn money, micro-franchising, mobile payments. We see that's going to come in. And again, make the phone beautiful. Just because you make it a lower cost price doesn't mean that you have to make the materials look bad or poor. So we think the device as a platform, allowing very interesting creative software and apps and services from the third-party community and developers. We think once you've got that platform down, and also the actual hardware platform is coming down in price, then it's actually the visionary, the dreamers, the content software developers who can use that platform to create a beautiful experience and monetize that as well.